You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, Sleep Baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan, it's the Big Rapids Timbers hosting the South Haven Ravens of South Haven, Michigan. And now your host, Wally McCarthy. Good evening, friends. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting from Evergreen Field here in our home base of Big Rapids, Michigan. And this evening, the Big Rapids Timbers host the South Haven Ravens of South Haven, Michigan. There's a somewhat subdued crowd on hand for this evening's contest, many of them enjoying 10-cent wing night, courtesy of Mo Lamati's Pizza Parlor in Big Rapids. And it is a perfect night for a ball game. 71 degrees at game time, with a light breeze blowing out to center field. Let's take a gander at the starting lineup for the visiting South Haven Ravens. Leading off, right fielder Steve McDykel. Batting second, catcher and manager Hap Bromswell. Batting third and playing third base, Brandon Carlisle. Second baseman Hector Pena will be in the cleanup spot this evening. Batting fifth, left fielder Sherman Hawkins. First baseman Shecky Washington will bat sixth. Batting seventh and playing center field, Jerry Durante. Shortstop Ricky Corrado will bat eighth. And batting ninth, starting pitcher Magnus DeLorean III. DeLorean enters tonight's game with a record of 6-4, with a 4.14 ERA. And the starting pitcher for the hometown Big Rapids Timbers this evening is Wiley McHugh. He enters tonight's contest with a record of 3-5, with a 5.13 ERA. His battery partner is catcher Henny Oldman. And defensively for the Timbers, Keith Castor is at first. Jesus Ferguson is at second base. Blink Redderson at third. Rio Nunez is at shortstop. Brank Filbert in left field. Dutch Moon in center field. And Randy Chang rounds things out in right field. And a reminder to visit sleepbaseball.com You can keep up with all of the wild action of the Sleep Baseball League and check out fabulous items from the gift shop. That's sleepbaseball.com. And Crew Chief Bump Stallone has signaled that it's time to play ball, so we are underway here at Evergreen Field. And Steve McDykel leads off against Wiley McHugh. And McHugh's pitch. Slider low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball down and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hammered, foul, and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball called a strike. 2-2. The 2-2. Fastball misses just low. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Fastball misses low and away. And McDykel is aboard with a leadoff walk. Runner on first. Nobody out for Hap Bronswell. And the pitch. Hammered to right field. Chang racing after it. Still going back. And that one is over the wall for a lazy 2-run homer. And just like that, the Ravens are on the board, and they now lead 2-0. Bases cleared. No outs for Brandon Carlisle. And the pitch. Fouled back and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider in the dirt. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2. Slider low and in. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Filbert will have the room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Bases empty. 1 away for Hector Pena. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. 0-1. And the 0-1. Changeup misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a looping curveball. And Pena is down on strikes. 2 outs. Bases empty for Sherman Hawkins. And the pitch. Grounder to third. Redderson has it and fires to first to retire Hawkins to end the inning. But the Ravens get on the board thanks to a 2-run blast by Hap Bronswell. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Ravens lead 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the first. And Rio Nunez will lead off for the Timbers against Magnus DeLorean III. And DeLorean's pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Slider called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Chopper to short. Corrado scoops it up and over to first in time to retire Nunez. One away, nobody aboard for Randy Chang. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball just off the corner. 1-1. The 1-1. And that fastball is cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Chang is down on strikes. 2 down, nobody on for Blink Redderson. And the pitch to Redderson. Curveball low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses high. 2-0. The 2-0. Curveball in there for a called strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Popped up on the infield. Washington is under it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 opening frame for Magnus DeLorean III. At the end of 1, it's South Haven 2, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with the second inning here at Evergreen Field, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM Big Rapids. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. The Ravens lead the Timbers 2-0 as we begin the top of the second. And Shecky Washington will step in against Wiley McHugh. And the pitch. Curveball low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Lifted to deep center. Still going back. And that one is hammered into the stands in center field. And the Ravens add another run here in the second. And they now lead 3-0. And that will bring up Jerry Durante. And the pitch. Hard grounder to third. Retterson has it and fires to first just in time to retire Durante for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Ricky Corrado. And the pitch. Hit softly to shallow right. And that one will drop in for a base hit. Runner on first. 1 away for the pitcher spot. Magnus DeLorean III. And the pitch. And DeLorean shows bunt. And that one misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Bunted back to the mound. McHugh has it and tosses to first to retire DeLorean for out number 2. Corrado at second base. 2 outs for the top of the Ravens order, Steve McDykel. McDykel walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. And McDykel strikes out to end the inning. But the Ravens add another run on a solo homer by Shecky Washington. And they now lead 3-0. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
And we're back from Evergreen Field here in Big Rapids, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. The Ravens lead the Timbers 3-0 as we begin the bottom of the second. And Brank Filbert will step in against Magnus DeLorean III. And the pitch. Curveball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball low and outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2-2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Filbert strikes out for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for Keith Castor. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line. 0-2. And the 0-2. Hard grounder to left. And that one will squeak through the infield for a base hit. And Keith Castor is aboard with 1 away here in the second. And Jesus Ferguson will step in. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he hammers another one foul and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. In the air to center field. Durante will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on first. 2 outs for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. In the air to deep left. Hawkins racing back. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. With 2 in the books, it remains Ravens 3, Timbers nothing. We'll be back with the 3rd inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quint Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Jet Fredner, Quint City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Top of the third here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. The Ravens leading the Timbers 3-0, and Hap Bronswell will step in against Wiley McHugh. Bronswell had a 2-run homer in the first inning. And the pitch. Hit in the air to deep right. Chang will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Brandon Carlisle. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. And Carlisle strikes out for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Hector Pena. Pena struck out in the first. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball low and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and Pena strikes out to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Wiley McHugh here in the top of the third. Ravens leading 3-0. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee River Walk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
Bottom of the third here at Evergreen Field. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Ravens lead the Timbers 3-0, and Dutch Moon will step in against Magnus DeLorean III. And DeLorean's pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Changeup misses upstairs. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled, backing out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2-2. And the 2-2. Slider called strike 3. One away, nobody aboard for Wiley McHugh in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. Bouncer to second. Pena gobbles it up and flips to first to retire McHugh for out number 2. Bases empty. 2 down for the top of the Timbers order, Rio Nunez. Nunez grounded out in the first. And the pitch. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Hit in the air to deep left center. Still going back. And that one is over the wall and into the stands. And that's a solo home run for Rio Nunez. And the Timbers are on the board here in the bottom of the third. And Randy Chang will step in. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Corrado is under it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Timbers get on the board thanks to a solo home run by Rio Nunez. And at the end of 3, it's Ravens 3, Timbers 1. We'll be back with the 4th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Park in Big Rapids. The Ravens lead the Timbers 3-1 as we begin the top of the 4th. And Sherman Hawkins will step in against Wiley McHugh. Hawkins grounded out in the first. And McHugh deals. Curveball down and in. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Hard grounder to first. Castor has it and steps on the bag to retire Hawkins. One away, base is empty for Shecky Washington. Washington homered to lead off the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0. Swing and a miss on a low change. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Deep drive to left. Filbert racing back. And that one will bounce off the wall in left. And Washington will have a one-out double here in the fourth. One away, runner on second for Jerry Durante. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that curveball runs inside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. On the ground to second. Ferguson will flip to first to get Durante. And Washington will advance to third. Two outs. Runner on third for Ricky Corrado. Corrado had a base hit in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Corrado strikes out to end the inning. The Ravens strand a man on third, and they do not score here in the top of the fourth. And it remains South Haven 3, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Ravens lead the Timbers 3-1 as we begin the bottom of the fourth. And Blink Rederson is due up for the Timbers against Magnus DeLorean III. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Grounder to third. Nice play by Carlisle, who spears that one on a bounce and fires to first to retire Rederson. One away, bases empty for Brank Filbert. And the pitch. Fastball up and away. 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up on the infield. Carlisle calls for it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Bases empty. 2 down for Keith Castor. Castor singled in the second inning. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. And Castor checks his swing on a low curve. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Line to left. Hawkins is after it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Magnus DeLorean sets them down in order here in the fourth. And it remains Ravens 3, Timbers 1. We'll be back with the fifth inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Horn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's House of Sleep. Ed Horn.
And we're back from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. South Haven leading 3-1 as we begin the top of the fifth. And Magnus DeLorean will step in to bat in the pitcher spot against Wiley McHugh. And the pitch. Fastball high and outside. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1. And that's a slider in the dirt. And McHugh falls behind 3-1. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. And that's a leadoff walk for Magnus DeLorean here in the fifth. Runner on first. Nobody out for the top of the South Haven order, Steve McDykel. McDykel walked in the first and struck out in the third. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up in foul territory past third. Redderson will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Runner on first. One away for Hap Bronswell. Bronswell got the Ravens on the board in the first with a 2-run homer. And the pitch to Bronswell. Fastball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup misses way outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball low and in. 3-1. And McHugh looks to be having some control problems at the moment. And the 3-1 pitch. Curveball called a strike. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that fastball runs inside. And Bronswell is aboard with a one-out walk here in the fifth. Runners on first and second. One away for Brandon Carlisle. And the pitch. Fastball up and in. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Dribbled fouled on the third base line. 1-2. And the 1-2. Popped up shallow left. Redderson is calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runners on first and second. 2 outs for Hector Pena. Pena with a pair of strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball low and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Pena strikes out to end the inning. The Ravens strand a pair, and after 4.5, it remains Ravens 3, Timbers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. Balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Wally McCarthy, and Blink Rederson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM Big Rapids. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting from Evergreen Field. The Ravens lead the Timbers 3-1 as we begin the bottom of the 5th. And Jesus Ferguson will step in against Magnus DeLorean III. And the pitch. Fastball inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is in there for a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. And he checks his swing on a high heater. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Curveball misses low. Full count. And the payoff pitch. On the ground to short. Gobbled up by Corrado, who tosses to first to retire Ferguson. One away, bases empty for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up near first. Washington is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Bases empty. 2 away for Dutch Moon, who struck out in the 3rd inning. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses low and outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Line drive to shallow left. And that one will fall in for a base hit. And Dutch Moon is aboard with a 2-out single here in the 5th. Runner on first. 2 outs for Wiley McHugh in the pitcher's spot. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. High fastball called a strike. McHugh didn't like that call, but it's 1-2. And the 1-2. curveball misses low. 2-2. And the 2-2. Hard grounder to third. Stopped by Carlisle, who fires to first. And Washington will come off the bag trying to get the throw. And McHugh will be safe at first. And that one is going to be ruled an error on Carlisle. Score that one E5. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs for the top of the Timbers order, Rio Nunez. Nunez belted a home run in the third inning. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to center field. Durante will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. The Timbers strand a pair, and at the end of 5, it remains Ravens 3, Timbers 1. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. South Haven leading 3-1, and Sherman Hawkins will step in against Wiley McHugh. Hawkins is 0 for 2 this evening. And McHugh's pitch. Hard hit ball line to left. And that's a leadoff single for Sherman Hawkins. Runner on first. Nobody out for Shecky Washington. Washington had a home run in the second and a double in the fourth. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Grounder to short. Nunez to Ferguson to Castor. And that's a 6-4-3 double play. Two outs now, bases empty for Jerry Durante. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike on the corner. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low curve to end the inning. And after 5.5, it remains South Haven 3, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey, Big Rapids, this is Mo Lamari. Thanks so much for your support. I regret to inform you that we've run out of wings, so 10-cent wing night is over. See you at our Pizza Parlor sometime soon. Cheers.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
And welcome back with us on WSLP AM and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. And we had something of an incident during the break. A number of ragamuffins in the crowd rained down the remains of 10-cent wing night onto the field after Mo Lamati's announcement that he had run out of wings. The grounds crew has been dispatched to take care of that at the moment. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ravens leading the Timbers 3-1. and Randy Chang will be due up for the Timbers against Magnus DeLorean III. And it appears we're ready to resume play. And the pitch to Chang. Fly ball to left. Routine play for Hawkins. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Blink Redderson. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball misses up and in. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball called strike 3. Two outs, nobody aboard for Frank Filbert. And the pitch. Long fly ball, knuckling foul, and that will end up in the stands in foul territory, 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2. And that fastball misses upstairs. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Filbert is down on strikes to end the inning. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Magnus DeLorean here in the 6th. And it remains South Haven 3, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not just the ad man here on WSLP. I'm also the narrator on a podcast called Time to Lean, and here's a song. John and Phil talk a bit, have a beverage, and then write an original song about something they talked about. It's quite a bit different than the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network, but you might get a kick out of it. Why don't you give it a listen? Thank you kindly for your consideration.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. South Haven is on top 3-1, and Ricky Corrado steps in against Wiley McHugh to begin the top of the 7th. Corrado is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the 2nd and a strikeout in the 4th. And the pitch from McHugh. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Chopped fouled on the third base line. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Chopper to short. Gloved by Nunez, who fires to first to retire Corrado for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Magnus DeLorean, who will bat for himself here in the 7th. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2. Curveball called, strike 3. 2 down, nobody aboard for the top of the Ravens order, Steve McDykel. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight, 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball in there for a called strike two. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball up and away, full count. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And McDykel strikes out to end the inning. As we head into the stretch, it remains South Haven 3, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Ed Uncle Hat for Ed Horton's House Asleep. Ed called me up the other day to help get the word out for his going out for business sale. Seems Ed fell asleep at the wheel there, and the full barn is stacked to the rafters with mattresses, headboards, lamps, and new gummies they got there behind the counter. They're supposed to help you sleep. I tried one the other day and I slept like a baby. I woke up every 3 hours. That's an old joke. Actually, I slept for a day and a half, but that's neither here nor there. They don't have essential oils at the moment because of the mishap, but Beatrice is fine. Anyway, come on down to Ed Horton's House Asleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horton's House Asleep. Ed Horton.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids, Michigan. South Haven leads 3-1, and Keith Castor is due up against Magnus DeLorean III. Castor is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the 2nd inning, And DeLorean's pitch. Slider low and inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Chopped to short. Corrado scoops it up and tosses to first to retire Capster. One away, base is empty for Jesus Ferguson. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2-1. And the 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Corrado spears it and fires to first in time to retire Ferguson. Base is empty. 2 outs for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Slider in the dirt. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball called a strike. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. Full count. And the payoff pitch to Oldman. Tap to third. Carlisle gloves it and fires to first to retire Oldman to end the inning. And Magnus DeLorean sets them down in order here in the bottom of the seventh. And it remains South Haven 3, Big Rapids 1. We'll be back with the eighth inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us here at Evergreen Field in Big Rapids. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Top of the eighth inning, the Ravens lead the Timbers 3-1, and Hap Bronswell will step in against Wiley McHugh. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and Bronswell is down on strikes. Base is empty, one away for Brandon Carlisle. Carlisle is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Chopper to second. Ferguson scoops it up and flips to first to retire Carlisle. Two outs, nobody aboard for Hector Pena. Pena with 3 strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. curveball low and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Dribbled foul down the third base line. 1-2. And the 1-2. Lined past a diving Redderson. And that one is going to roll all the way into the corner. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Hector Pena here in the eighth. Runner on second. 2 outs for Sherman Hawkins, who is 1 for 3 with a base hit in the 6th inning. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Grounder to third. Redderson has it and fires to first to retire Hawkins to end the inning. And after 7.5, it remains Ravens 3, Timbers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10 3, AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10 3, AV.
And welcome back with us from Evergreen Field. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. South Haven leading Big Rapids 3-1 as we begin the bottom of the 8th. And Dutch Moon will step in against Magnus DeLorean III. Moon struck out in the 3rd and had a base hit in the 5th. And DeLorean's pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch, high and outside. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball inside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Moon is down on strikes. Nobody aboard. One away for Royce Babcock, who will pinch hit for Wiley McHugh here in the 8th. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball high and outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. And he fouls another one off. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball low and outside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that one gets a piece of Babcock, grazing his shoulder. And he will take his base after being hit by the pitch. Runner on first. One away for the top of the Timbers order, Rio Nunez. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses very high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1. Chopped fouled on the first base line. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and Nunez is down on strikes. 2 outs, runner on first for Randy Chang. Chang is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses high. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider misses upstairs. 2-1. And the 2-1. Broken bat blooper. And that one will fall into the gap in shallow center for a base hit. And that's what we used to call a Texas leaguer. Runners on the corners now. 2 outs for Blink Rederson, who represents the go-ahead run for the Timbers. Bottom of the 8th, Timbers trailing by a pair. And the pitch to Rederson. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that slider misses very high. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside, and Rederson dances out of the way. And DeLorean falls behind 3-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1. Fouled back and out of play. Full count. And the payoff pitch. high fastball, and that's a 2-out walk for Blink Rederson. And the Timbers load the bases here in the 8th. And Frank Filbert will step in. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch. Hammered, foul, and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball low and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive to right. And that one drops in. Babcock will score. And now the ball skips away from McDykel. Chang scores. And now Rederson comes in to score. Meanwhile, Filbert is hung up between second and third. And he'll be tagged out for out number 3. But the Timbers score 3 here in the bottom of the 8th, and they now lead 4-3. We'll get the scoring sorted out when we return with the 9th inning, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 9th inning here at Evergreen Field. The Timbers leading South Haven 4-3 after that somewhat dramatic bottom of the 8th. For those of you scoring at home, Frank Filbert had a base hit with the bases loaded that drove in Royce Babcock and Randy Chang. Ravens right fielder McDykel is charged with an error as the ball got away from him. Score that one E9. And that allowed Blink Rederson to score from first. Meanwhile, Filbert was hoofing it to third, but was tagged out between second and third on a 9-6-5 putout. And that's more action than we've had in this league in many months. All right, Timbers closer Buddy Dwyer will take the mound to try to put this one to bed. Shecky Washington will step into the box. Washington is 2 for 3 with a home run and a double this evening. And Dwyer's pitch. Fastball low and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that slider paints the corner for a called strike. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball misses very high. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball cut on and missed. And Washington is down on strikes. Base is empty. One away for Jerry Durante, who is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball runs inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a high heater. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that one is lined up the middle for a base hit. And Durante is aboard here in the top of the ninth. One away, runner on first for Ricky Corrado. And the pitch. Popped up behind the plate. Oldman is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And the Ravens are down to their final out here in the top of the ninth. Runner on first for pinch hitter Benny Standing Bear. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fly ball to center field. Moon drifting back. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the ball game. And the Big Rapids Timbers take this one 4-3 in somewhat dramatic fashion, much to the delight of the hometown crowd. For the victorious Big Rapids Timbers, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And for the visiting South Haven Ravens, 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.